3 weeks into a new computer system and still no sign of when things will improve at the DMV.
So why is such an expensive project having so many problems? Investigator Ryan Kaplan digging for answers. Ryan?
And Mark, we discovered state officials have an option to penalize the company in charge of the upgrade for delays and glitches. But they're choosing not to do that, and they won't explain why.
The system in its early stages has been somewhat unstable.
That sounds like a huge understatement to anyone who's visited the DMV this month. But Johnson County Treasurer Tom Franzen is trying to choose his words carefully about a computer upgrade that's created a statewide headache.
The situation is what it is, and we're trying to do the best we can. It is not what we would hope for with the new system.
A new system with a hefty price tag. We reviewed the state's 2009 agreement with 3M valued at $25 million. The contract details performance guarantees that allow the state to penalize 3M for missing the mark. For instance, failure to meet the go-live deadline would be $75,000 per day, up to a $1 million cap. This memo obtained by 41 Action News shows the system was supposed to roll out last July, but was later delayed until December and finally debuted this month, almost a year behind schedule. Even with that added time, the transition is off to a rocky start.
We're doing everything we can here in Johnson County to make sure that we're able to make it as best of an experience as it can be, knowing that we can only do so much because most of this is driven by the state and the technology that they've implemented.
Technology now coming under fire. And this letter from May 2009 shows 3M almost didn't get the contract. The former revenue secretary called the company's second revised offer disappointing and said the state had decided to suspend negotiations.
We learned the state contemplated putting the project back out for bid at that time, but eventually compromised with 3M, which had submitted the only proposal. We asked why the state has chosen not to penalize 3M for those performance guarantees, and here's what they told us. A spokeswoman with the Department of Revenue wrote to us saying, quote, "Right now we are focusing on working with 3M and the counties to develop the best system possible for Kansas." So, Mark, not really an answer to that question. I did press for more details repeatedly and was repeatedly told that was the only comment the state would have.
Wow. Now, 3M did a similar project up in Iowa. Did they have any problems like this?
They did. This exact same upgrade was done in 2005 in Iowa. We called up there, and a state official told me he was surprised to hear about this. He said they had a very smooth transition, as he put it. They had absolutely no catastrophic issues. So still a lot of questions out there about why things have been so rough in Kansas, and we're going to keep digging to get some of those answers.
Let us know what you find out. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks.